fitted the liner in dry without the seals, and we're just seeing what the protrusion is here, but it seems to be around 4 thousandths of an inch. So that's on 0 there, and that's on 4 thousandths of an inch there, so that's okay. I'll just move it a bit, move it around to here. So, try it again, and that's slightly high, slightly off the 0. Just past the 0 there, and just past the 4 there, so I'll probably just clean it again. That's what I've been doing. It seems to help. So you do it all the way around. Let's put the 0 because it's easier to try and work out where the heck it is. So that's on the block, and that's me, that's a bit of a problem there. Silly Billy. It was the nut, this nut was hitting that nut, so it was making it jump all over the place. Right, so we're on 0 there, I don't know if you can see that. If we move it around, that's just on the 4 there. So that one's okay. So this is the second liner I'm doing at the moment. I'm waiting on the top seals coming. They sent me the wrong seals. Alright, see that there, I think. Magnet on, push. That's just on the 4 again as well, so that's all good. So we're good. We're good all round, I think. So this is my trial of my new GoPro 7 on 4K. See how it works like. So that's number 2. What we'll do is we'll mark it in its position. So when we put it back, it goes exactly where it is, so we know it will fit. But I will do another clean of all the grooves before we'll put the seals and liners in finally. We're just getting ready to put in the liner, the 2 seal liner that we've now got for this 1963 block. So I don't know how difficult it's going to be. Sure we'll find out. I'm just putting some lubricant and everything. We'll give it a go. Got past the first seal anyway. Just trying to get it past the second seal. Oh, this is going to be fun. Nope. We've got the block bottom seal in there, I think, so you can probably see better than I can. So it might be quite tight. Seals in place, that's the main thing. See if we can lodge it in with something. Nice to me, that's tight. I'm going to try and pull it down with some bolts and washers. Well, they're an absolute sod to get out, so why wouldn't they be an absolute sod to go back in? Bend it. See what happens. I think it's moving. It's going past the seal and it's just sliding in nicely now. What a peach, just went in there, no problem at all. We'll have to check the indication on it as well at some point, but for the moment it's in the hole. I might as well do rim number 2 as well while we're at it. I wish they were that easy to come out. Then we're going to have a go at putting in liner number 2. I've got the little seal on the top and the big seal on the bottom. Should go that way. Got plenty of lubricant on anyway. So what I did with the last one was used a couple of bolts and water and it pulled it down, no problem at all. Let's try that again. Three and 4 haven't been indicated yet, and we'll have to check these as well for the protrusion, so I'll have to do that before I put them in. What I did with the socket wrench. There we go. See if this works again. Yeah, it's just slipped in there beautifully. Quite in line where I want to be, but just slipped in like a peach, that one. This one was a bit tighter. I'll just tighten it right down, I think, just to make sure. Wish they were that easy to come out. There we go. I put plenty of this stuff on to lubricate the O-rings. A dry O-ring's got the strength of super glue and more. So we'll have to put the other 2 in loose, check the clearances. 2 to 4 thousandths protrusion, which I might do tonight. And if I get them, I can, well, I'll check one and then I'll fit it if not. But I've got an appointment with a bacon sandwich now for my tea. Right, we're going to put the third liner in. Had a bit of fun with this one. The hole wasn't actually true, so what I did, show you, I cut out a semicircle of sandpaper to go in the hole, and then I used this old liner to rotate it back and forth after I ground it flat, and that took it down till I got my true reading I wanted. So I'm going to pop in liner number 3. Bit of the old lubricant. I'll put the seals in earlier. Small one in the top, big one in the bottom. Just to wiggle a wee bit to get by the top one. So who's going to play the ball? Yep. Okay. Let's do a couple of bolts. The last two went in fairly easy. Let's see what this one is. There's going to be one that's a sod, you just know it. Encourage it down. That's it, smooth. There she goes. And look at there. Look, and we're home. So I might as well leave that there because we've got to check a measurement on this one here actually. Liner number 4. What I did with that one is actually torqued the bolts to the proper setting for the liners, which is about 85 pounds per square inch. But as my torque wrench is in newtons, you've got to convert it. There is a chart that came with it, so it's not too bad. So we're set up in this last liner just to check how high it is. 0. It's looking like about 3/1000 of an inch there, so that's okay. 3/4 acceptable as well. Yeah, we'll call that acceptable. That's one side, and check it in 4 places. Oh, it ends up in some different place every time. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, that's 10/1000 of an inch, so that's way over. I'll probably have to do what I did with the last one. I'll just check the other 3 at the same time and see how we're diddling. That's 4. There's a number there. Try again. 3 to 4 on that one. I'll try and get this one. You don't have to turn it to 0, you can leave it on 10 or whatever. It's actually hitting something. I think I'm going to call that 5, so that's a wee bit high too. So we've got 3, 10, 5. Oh, I've done that one yet, have we? Let's see what it is. Some kind of position, we can use it. There. There's the camera, so that's on 0. Just walk it in, this is going to be high, this one I can see, this one's high. 0. It's about 4 I think, because that's 0 in there. Yeah, 3 to 4, so it's just that back one's a bit high, it's maybe just a bit of dirt or something. Give it a clean and try it again. Well, here's the moment of truth. I've taken the liner out and cleaned it all on that, so see what happens now. That's made a difference. I think we're on 5 now, so we'll need to try it again. Well, it's better than 10. We might get it by... This is me trying to shave a few thousandths off. Then this is the high spot, so the rest should come down as well. Well, I've cleaned it again and it looks good. I haven't even bolted it in this time, it's just sitting flat. There you go, 4. Lovely jubbly. I don't know if you can see that. Try it again. Probably read something different this time. Yeah, 4. That's good. The rest should be good as well. I could check just for fun. Probably find it wrong. The top of my block's flat. What the heck's happening here? Oh, see what's wrong. The way it's travelling across the surface. 4 again, that's good. That's now reading 8, but it's not bolted down, so I think it'll be alright because it was reading 4 before. I'll maybe give it one final clean before I put everything in. Not the best of magnety things. The start, this gauge is half a thousandths out. I checked it with my feeler gauge. There we go, 4. So I think we're good. So we'll take it out and put the seals in and everything and I'll give it one more clean before I put it all together. This is the top seal, 7142 if you want to be a complete anorak. Actually, that's the bottom seal, 7142. It's a thicker seal. And then the bottom, the top seal this time, I'll get it right yet, 7141 for anoraks, is a much finer seal. Originally they sent me the wrong seals, so I had to wait for these coming. It took a wee while. I don't think they had them. Well, here's the final liner going in. See how this one goes in. Need to use a couple of bolts just to encourage it. It's sitting quite high. Oh, that's it, it's popped. Oh, you beauty. So that's the final liner in. My next task is to fill the block full of antifreeze and see if the liners are sealed before I put the crankshaft in. Otherwise we could be in big trouble. So I'll put that hose on there and that filler, and I've filled the engine up with antifreeze water just to see if anything's come out at the bottom. We did a bit of disaster at the side here. I forgot I took the temperature sensor out. I couldn't find it, so I've just stuck it in just now. It'll turn up later. So I can't see anything dripping out the bottom. What I'll do is leave it overnight. So that's the 4 liners in now anyway, and they're looking good. I'll leave it full of water all night and see what happens. And then we can go on to the crankshaft once we've drained the water off again. So that's all for now, folks. This is the magic GoPro 7 I'm on now, and you can talk to it and it stops recording. So you just go, GoPro stop recording, and it ignores you. GoPro stop recording.